rocking. Gotta stay locked in goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no option. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, like I'm on the ship, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years in, now my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm high in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drop. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Made so the last second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's and straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes time, so I'm gonna shine. One more shot, yeah, one more time. Driven affection, we locked in our prime. Lace on my gloves, been fighting for years. Face on my demons, I'm face on my fears. Look every hit as I look in the mirror. My vision's alive and the mission's clear. Say my name, say it loud. Every scar, I wear them proud. Every word coming out my mouth has got me here where I'm standing now. Eyes on the prize, don't blink, don't break. Move with a purpose, don't be fake. No plan B, only got a plan A. When he built like me, there's only one way. Straight to the top, oh gas, no brakes. Yeah, straight to the top, cause no gotta stay.
You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name.
Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your daily dose of sanity in an insane world. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about this Letitia James shit going on. I dropped a few long shorts today, kind of breaking it down for New York and asking them what the fuck their problem is over there. However, we got to dive a little bit deeper in that for you guys to understand out there that made us all the shorts and coming in here to see this. But we're going to break down a little bit further of how New York City New York state taxpayers, anybody that pays state tax, is now going to pay for the defense of Letitia James. We'll go over a little bit about how that all came about. But it also seems like there's a protest, the pro-Palestinian protest that we've seen going on. Apparently this has been happening in Brooklyn, New York, and there's a few things we need to touch on with some other little things here and there, especially everybody's favorite Jasmine Crockett. We're going to go ahead and get all of this started right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Everyone's talking about 101 versus 100 gorilla. Fuck that, I got a new one. 100 British people versus 100 Americans.
Yeah, we already did that, Big Pimpin'. We celebrate it every year. Granted, it was a bunch of white dudes, you know. Your ancestors were on a boat, cruising to the New World, and mine were dumping tea in a harbor. That's right, I'm not American. I go all the way back. The only people more American than me are casino Americans, but moving on. So with that being said, I think if we were to do it now, it'd be a bit spicier. However, we have American Samoans, so I think we're just gonna send a couple of them. Maybe a couple guys from O Block, and then you guys can just send whoever's lineage has the least amount of incest. I don't know. Well, yeah, if we were to do it again, I think the outcome would be about the same. We'd make another harbor, our own personal kettle. And, you know, this time I think the harbor's gonna be over there, though. We don't like people around our boats. Also, go listen to him again and then tell me how Americans bastardize the English language. There's a dude on Swamp Diaries that speaks better than that. Get fucked, cunts. Merchants about occupied. Whoop.
Right. Look. A little bit spicy. But you know what? He has a fucking point. I think it would actually turn out the same yet again.
You mean the label of the fight?
The way it happens.
the way they're gonna market the fight?
Huh.
Jenna with the $5 dono. 4th of July is on a Friday this year. Woohoo. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. And again, Jennifer was here earlier. $5 dono. Yeah, he does it all for attention. He's literally a marketing genius. We were talking about Kanye West again over there on Rumble, and we showed his new video in its entirety. It's fucked. It's fucked up.
It's a banger though. I'm sorry. Once it hits.
No, I'm sorry. You were listening to the instrumentals in the entire thing. When I hear a song, I listen to the vocal. Because the vocal fucking drives it. You can put whatever the fuck message you want behind a good fucking beat. The message is what drives the song. And that's everybody will bang that shit all over the fucking place because it's a great fucking beat. But could you imagine a black man running through the hood just beating his system to that shit?
It's gonna happen.
My neighbor will probably do it.
You're gonna have these little YNs running around the neighborhood with Hail Hitler, Hail Hitler.
And I'm gonna be standing outside being like the only white person in the neighborhood being like, y'all don't see a problem with this yet? Okay. I guess we're doing this now.
I've heard those 3 words together before, but not from a black man.
The last time I heard that was American History X.
and there was a comma between the first 2 words out of the 3.
That was disturbing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started here, I gotta hit some things up. Okay. You know, we have our own, we look after our own. If you can, please help out a little bit here. We got RP Games has come across something here in his life, and he's looking for a little bit of help. If you guys could do something for him, help him out a little bit, he'd definitely appreciate that. He says, I'm a disabled veteran who lives with my wife, oldest daughter, and her disabled son and child. As an extended family of 7, we have emphasized community and dedication to each other since we combined our households 7 years ago. When my wife's father and my daughter's biological grandfather both became ill in 2021, we moved to near them in southern Nevada. After 4 years, a comfortable apartment in Las Vegas, where we have maintained good relations with both staff and neighbors and have never missed a payment or of either rent or renter's insurance, our landlords have decided that they will not be allowing us to renew our lease even after having offered us a new lease at the same rate we had previously had. Unfortunately, Nevada law allows landlords to terminate leases without fault if the term has expired and they give the tenant a reasonable period after the termination of the lease to leave. The short notice here is technically within the reasonable definition, but only just. We therefore must find, obtain, and move into a new home by the end of June. Had we have known about this requirement ahead of time, we could have prepared for it, but due to extremely short notice, this has not been an option. We must ask for assistance in meeting the expenses of moving company and the incidental costs of transferring to the new property when we find one, including the inevitable security deposit. Our local moving estimate, without knowing our destination or exact date, is $4,500 without considering property costs. To add to this hardship, my wife had her back surgery, which she is recovering from after a year of being essentially bedridden from her injury. Yeah, I do remember that. I remember him saying that. He was kind of like, yeah, I can't go. But she is luckily rehabilitating at a care facility, but that puts the additional burden on us of keeping her informed without adding to the stress to her at this time, as we have had to absorb many costs for this surgery and her ongoing care. We have no savings to fall back on. Please help if you can. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been pinned at the top of the chat here. I will go ahead and throw this in there as well. That sucks, man. I don't know what to say about that, other than I feel bad for you, brother. And I hope I hope people do help you. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we still got Jennifer out there still trying to get the utilities on. If y'all can help, please do. Not forcing you to, but hey, have a good heart once in a while. But let's go back to the chat and say hi to everybody.
Yes.
What up? Who do we got in the chat? We got Lenny Malley in the house. We got Muffin Rethus, Glenn Croy. Let's see. Jackie's here. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Jennifer's with us on YouTube. Let's see. We got Muffin, Jennifer, and Redneck. Redneck's in the house on Rumble. Let's see. Anybody else? Anything else? Not yet. But
hey, Mama J.
I want to have Mama J and Jackie back on, dude. I want to get everything set up. I need to get that 4-person thing done.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-person one polished up. The 4-person setup done. I need to get all that going so we can actually really do something. But I have no fucking time.
No.
But anyway, I appreciate the hell out of you. But yeah, I want to have them back. I want to talk about what's been going on in their world, because their world's kind of fucked too.
And in the Rumble side of things, we have hi Jennifer, hi Muffin, hi Jennifer, hi Muffin.
What up, Rick? How you doing?
What up, Rick? What up, Redneck?
Oh, look, there's Ken too. Richard White's in the house. You're here, but mostly quiet. Okay, that's cool. Fuck it. Just watch, have fun. But let me ask you something, Davey.
Yeah.
You remember who Letitia James is, right?
How can I forget that wonderful enchantress? No, I can't talk today. Enchantress of a woman.
Well, if stank feet is something that enchants you, I guess that is a thing. But this Fish Islands motherfucker. Oh, God. This is going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, where is it? Under pressure. Why are you getting that? Let's just go ahead and give a little bit of a back history about how this is falling out here, because these are some things that some of these have not yet been covered, and it's great. Anyway, this fish face here. Federal prosecutors open criminal investigation into the New York Attorney General. Okay, this is pretty much over her finances and everything. You know, we showed that to you before. The documents that say, hey, my father is my husband. This is my primary domicile. You know, this product or this property doesn't have any more than 4 sections for living kind of situation. I forget exactly what the wording was for that one. But yeah, when in fact it had like, what was it, 5? All that shit. So they send her over for prosecution. And again, she answers back by the Attorney General James sues to block the Trump administration's dangerous dismantling of Health and Human Services Department. Here's the thing. Letitia James and where is it? Attorney generals from Arizona, California. Check this out. Find out what states these actually have all in common, Davey. Just think about it for a sec. Arizona.
Right, have a great one. Sorry, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn said he's going to catch a movie.
All right, take it easy, brother.
So what
do these all states have in common? Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Michigan, Maryland, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, Wisconsin, and the District of Columbia.
They all joined in the lawsuit to sue Donald Trump?
That's every damn blue state, dude. Not a single fucking red state. Every damn blue state joined in to sue. Now, this is great. Because she's been referred to prosecution, she's been trying to drum up that and get some publicity going and people talking about that instead of talking about her mortgage problem. She's been going around spouting some shit.
Yeah, she's been talking out her fucking neck about. I came here to do what I said about Donald Trump, and now he's trying to use it to politicize it against me. I'm the victim here.
I want y'all to understand the camera angle on her is like to the right and downward, and one of those eyeballs is spot the fuck on. I want y'all to see that shit. She is watching the camera and the crowd at the exact same fucking time.
She's reading the monitor and talking to the crowd at the same time.
Maybe it's a stroke kind of thing. It probably is a stroke kind of thing, but that's just kind of like, what the fuck? Like her face is droopy in that area too. That's what makes me think it's a stroke thing. But I just have to point it out because, dude, if you want to disappear, all you have to do is stand right in front of you. Right in front of her. Do not move. And you disappear.
And twist to the side a little bit.
No, you ain't even got to do that, man. Just stand further back because that vision's just got to fuck up somewhere, you know?
Her eye is lazier than her.
I mean, if you just kind of like... Yeah. Anyway, no, but she's been spouting some shit, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this shit.
And you want me to sit in my seat and
Pfizer
stand idly by and allow this craziness to happen? You could come after me if you want, but you elected me to stand up. You elected me to use the law. You elected me to go to court. You elected me to continue to challenge this administration. You elected me to stand up for the least of God's children. You elected me to continue fighting on, and I will fight on.
Does anybody get a Fannie Willis vibe kind of going on here?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's at the National Action Network. She thinks she's at church. She's taking him to church.
You elected a criminal to do criminal things, and we're going to continue to do criminal things. I will prosecute every single motherfucker for the same shit I've been doing. I promise you that. What the fuck?
Amanda said, "Follow my finger, please, with your good eye."
What up, Jonathan? How you doing?
She would never beat a field sobriety test with that finger wagging thing. Man, the movie had. Here.
What up, Michael? It's been a minute since I've seen you in chat, but yeah.
What up, Richard White? What up, Lenny? What up, RV Games?
No, like this woman though, dude. This woman. No. Just check this out. This was April 24th of 2025. Letitia James unleashes fiery response to Trump's revenge tour in wake of mortgage fraud accusation. Wait, y'all are gonna love this shit.
There's no more evidence.
Huh?
There's more evidence that she was doing what he was doing.
Yes, there's more evidence on her than there is for Trump for the same fucking shit. To get a lower rate on his fucking loan, there is more evidence against her than there was in Trump in that entire goddamn case. And the fact that oh God, like I was saying in the little short, it kind of squirreled me out a bit, but the Michael Cohen fucking one, you know. This motherfucker lied in court about lying to Congress and going to fucking prison for it. And Stormy Daniels was talking about summoning demons. It was fucking weird. But that somehow passed by, right? But anyway, here we go again. This wasn't that long ago, ladies and gentlemen. Remember this? Knicks fans outside going bizarre bonkers up in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. No, wait, this is not what I was looking for, is it? No. Hold the fuck up. Did it go by? Oh, that's the video headlines. You son of a... All right.
Scroll down.
I scrolled down on the wrong screen. Where is that video?
The video...
It's not in the article.
Oh.
But anyway, State's Attorney General Letitia James' attorney blasted the Trump administration Thursday for using cherry-picked information against her in a federal criminal referral. Although she admitted to mistakenly listing a Virginia home as the Democrats' primary residence. No, there ain't no way you mistakenly did that shit, bitch. Just like you mistakenly put your father as your husband back in 1983. That was a mistake, I guess, right?
No, a mistake was switching the O and the I on my license. That's a mistake. Not where you live. Not where your primary residence is.
In a fiery 5-page letter to the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, James's lawyer, Abbe David Lowell. Oh! So Tish James's lawyer is Hunter Biden's lawyer. Huh. Interesting. Abbe David Lowell picked apart the accusations that James committed mortgage fraud, calling the referrals a meritless, hypocritical salvo in President Trump's revenge tour against the prosecutor. Revenge tour? Revenge. Shall we talk about that shit, man?
I think I got the video you were looking for.
Let's go to your screen then and unmute you. Go ahead.
The President of the United States has complained that I'm engaging in some sort of political witch hunt, that I've got some personal vendetta against him, that I campaigned against him. That is not true. This illegitimate president who sits in the White House.
That president, because he's not my president, he's an illegitimate president. His days are numbered. His days are numbered.
We've got to get ready to mobilize, and we've got to get ready to agitate and irritate until victory is won, but more importantly, until Trump is defeated.
Agitate and irritate? New York, aren't you having problems with gangs and everything running your fucking streets? Little roaming gangs of bikers and four-wheelers and shit and all that other shit. The kids are getting so fucking rowdy that they're banned from a goddamn McDonald's because they keep stealing and breaking shit.
There's signs that say you have to be over 21 to get in.
Yes, and they enforce it.
Yep. And if you're under 21 and you don't have a parent, they make you wait outside for your food and you can't bring it inside.
But we got to focus on this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's focus on this. Your taxpayer dollars must go to defending this fucking cunt. Go ahead.
If this was after she got elected, this is technically
no, that was during her campaigning.
Oh, okay. Because if this is after she got elected, this is about the Hack Act.
I'm gonna bring something up for you, Davey. Check on my screen here. No.
Inciting an erection?
Incitement of resistance to or insurrection against lawful authority. How is that not sedition? How is what you heard not sedition? Now we can play it like the Sweeney. The Sweeney caught me with it. It can be easily weaponized, but you don't have that First Amendment right to commit crimes and then fraudulently make sure that the crimes you are bringing against somebody else went through the court system in an okay way. In other words, yes, I said the shit was fucking rigged. We all know it. We all fucking saw it. Anybody that paid attention to that shit anywhere, in any kind of way, saw that shit. So how is what she's doing not sedition? You're muted.
No, I'm not. I'm not muted at all. I was just speechless.
Okay. Now, granted, I will say this. I do not like that thought. I really fucking do not. Because if I wanted to do that in my hometown, or if I wanted to do that, because I may disagree with something that majorly fucking happened in the Trump administration to kind of fuck everything up for me, and I go to a protest. I don't want to be seditionist because of it. You know, seditious.
No, neither of us can talk today.
It's easy. No, I can't. It's easily fucking weaponized. I get that whole thing, but come the fuck on. You're rallying people behind a fucking cause. Everybody does it. I get you. That's how it goes. But
yeah, this
feels different because it's the government trying to defend itself and making the people back them. But yeah, hold on. Let's go to your side here.
This was kind of explaining what you were trying to explain.
It's really a fascinating, Liz, because reports say New York State Attorney General Letitia James, well, she's under investigation by the FBI, but her lawyers are calling it politically motivated. James is said to be the subject of a wire, mail, and bank fraud criminal referral to the Justice Department, all over allegations she has committed mortgage fraud. She's accused of listing a house in Virginia as her primary residence, even though, you know, she serves as the Attorney General of New York State. That's in Albany.
Pause.
500 miles.
You know that look is looking at Trump like, bitch, you know you're fucked, right?
I got you.
There ain't nothing you can do. I mean, Jesus Christ, during the fucking E. Jean Carroll shit, you know, what was that one? Oh my God. The E. Jean Carroll shit.
The E. Jean Carroll lawyer? Or the judge?
The judge.
Nipples.
Oh, Judge Kaplan. Judge Kaplan.
Or was it Engeron?
No, Engeron was I think Engeron was Letitia's. But no, Judge Kaplan was the one that was over the defamation suit twice for E. Jean Carroll. The same judge, the same lawyers, everything. The only difference was the defense lawyer for Trump. The same argument, same everything. The E. Jean Carroll shit was fucking amazing as shit. Because Joe Tech, the lawyer, the first time around, not the lawyer, the judge, Judge Kaplan, mentored Roberta Kaplan, who was E. Jean Carroll, one of E. Jean Carroll's lawyers. The other lawyer for E. Jean Carroll, this motherfucker was the officiate of her wedding. Her officiate of, I don't know if it was a her or him. I forget that one. But yeah, he literally married the other person. In this court case, the first time, he told Joe Tacopina several times to move on. You can't make your point. He told the defense lawyer that he cannot defend his client multiple times. There was even a motion for mistrial over that shit, and he said, nah, I did nothing wrong. Happened again with the second one with Alina Abba. But yeah. Go ahead.
Miles away. James is also accused of falsifying the number of units in this brownstone building in Brooklyn that she owns.
Can't pay Antichrist. Nobody likes her.
You can qualify for a lower mortgage rate for that property. The Attorney General has called the accusations baseless.
I haven't seen anything about the new
Trump
pope.
Is targeting her for winning that massive civil fraud case against him last year.
This is nothing more than a revenge tour. This is nothing more than vindictiveness.
You heard that, right? You heard that.
It's a revenge tour and it's vindictiveness, yeah.
And it's vindictiveness. Like she was fucking Martin Luther King. Listen.
More than vindictiveness.
You hear at the end? Vindictiveness.
This is nothing more than an individual who's upset at me because we secured a $454 million judgment against him and his family.
Pause.
And his...
That he hasn't paid.
And he immediately tried to appeal, and then you said you must pay half. As a down payment, you must pay half of this up front before you can appeal this decision. 8 months has gone by since the appeal has been filed. We still ain't gotten a fucking ruling on that shit, bitch.
Company.
Well, a lawyer, Abby Lowell, is echoing that, writing, quote, this appears to be the political retribution President Trump threatened to exact, that AG Bondi assured the Senate would not occur on her watch. The sources say the brownstone occupancy filing was done by the previous owner and that Virginia home, while it apparently is owned by James's niece. The FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office, though, would not confirm this investigation, but we may hear more about it later tonight. Attorney General James is set to appear at a public event. Certainly, we will try to ask her about this investigation.
Why does she look constipated?
She looks like Trisha Tikanawa from Family Guy.
She looks like she is literally taking a shit on camera right now. And it finishes with her looking like this. So that means the entire time she was just shitting? I don't get it. Anyway.
I'm going with type 2 diabetes.
But I mean, this shit is insane, man.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets incredibly fucking awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to my screen here. From AOL. Now I know. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. That's something you ain't heard of in a while, right? Now they're linking to the New York Post on this shit. They're actually following through. From AOL. Taxpayers could be on the hook for New York Attorney General Letitia James' legal bills during Justice Department probes into her alleged fraudulent real estate dealings, the Post has learned. Albany Democrats are expected to sign off on provision allowing certain officials to tap into $10 million fund to cover any reasonable attorney's fees and expenses incurred, even as part of probes not directly related to their state employment. There you go. Any reasonable attorney's fees and expenses incurred, even as part of probes not directly related to their state employment, which means personal shit is covered by the state. So if anybody sues them for anything, and this goes for any elected official in New York, anybody sues any government official for any fucking reason, the taxpayers are on the dime for that shit. You must pay for the legal fees because, well, fuck it, we can do whatever we want, and if you push back on us, everybody else pays. Holy fucking shit.
And don't we pay our salary too?
Yeah, I wonder why I was kicking fucking New York in the dick with those goddamn shorts. This is why. Yes, that was awesome. I actually did use the kicking me this one.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
I used that in a short and it was fucking great. I loved it. But yeah. The language is being slipped into New York's operations budget bill, one of several expected to be made public in voting starting Wednesday as legislators move to pass next year's fiscal plan. Multiple sources told the Post that the specific language in the bill would apply to James's looming legal fight. New York Republican State Committee Chairman Ed Cox quickly lashed out over the move to slip a legal bailout to James, calling it an outrage of abuse of power and a slap in the face to every New Yorker. 100% fucking agree with him on that one. This is what corruption looks like in plain sight. Political insiders rigging the system to protect their own, while hardworking families got shortchanged, he said in a statement. Tish James used her office to wage partisan lawfare against her political opponents, and now New Yorkers are footing the bill for the consequences. Under New York law, current and former state employees can be reimbursed for legal fees to defend themselves against lawsuits directly related to their work while in office, such as the case with former Governor Andrew Cuomo. You know, the motherfucker that killed 15,000 old people? Yeah, that dude. Whose various scandals are estimated to have cost the taxpayers $60 million and counting. He ain't done yet. And it's cost you $60 million fucking dollars. And now Letitia James is up. What up, New York?
Now he wants to run for governor?
I don't. Oh. The Me Too movement knocked him the fuck out. That's what's so goddamn insulting about it. I don't give a shit, New York. You do what the fuck you want. But the Me Too movement is what knocked out Andrew Cuomo because he said he was Italian. Oh, I'm sorry. I still got you playing in my head. Hold on. Let me meet that. But because he's Italian.
My favorite story still was when there's a video of it too of he brought a girl a sausage, and he's like yeah, eat it, go ahead, eat it.
This is
at a fucking fundraiser at a New York City fundraiser. It wasn't just like some fucking Hojo's or whatever, some fucking chicken in a barrel Waffle House. This was at a New York fundraiser, and the girl they had regular Italian sausages, and he grabbed her sausage and said, "Here you go. Now eat it."
Look.
And I talk with my hands. I'm very handsy. I touch with my hands. You know, like Al Franken does. Al Franken touches with his hands.
I will say that is actually a thing with Italians. They are touchy-feely kind of fucking people, and it weirds me the fuck out. But that's not a goddamn reason, seeing as how you live here in the United States, fucker.
Oh yeah,
I don't give a shit that you're Italian. You've been here goddamn long enough to know you can't grab somebody's whatever just because you feel like it.
He was the governor. He wants to run for New York City mayor.
Yeah, the mayor thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, if New York City doesn't wake the fuck up, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. If your ass does not put Adams back the fuck in, you fucked yourself. Yet the fuck again, you fuck yourself. I'm serious. if you do not put Adams back the fuck in. This motherfucker went along with every goddamn plan until he realized you motherfuckers were paying $2,000 a fucking month to live in a broom closet. Meanwhile, these fucking immigrants are getting luxury goddamn hotels off your fucking dime. They're getting free fucking meals that they're throwing away because it's not kosher. They're getting all of this shit off your fucking money while you struggle. And then he's just like, hey, we're getting 10,000 illegals a fucking month, guys. This is going to destroy this city. Lo and behold, 1 month later, I'm sorry, it was 10,000 illegals a week. Lo and behold, 1 month later, after he says that, the FBI raids him because apparently the country of Turkey got the motherfucker elected by giving him upgraded flights on Turkish Airlines. It's the dumbest fucking attack I've ever seen politically. If y'all don't put that motherfucker back in, you fuck yourself, because at least he's fucking trying. All right, I'll step off my high horse with that one. I'm scared to know what's on your fucking screen.
I'm gonna bookmark it.
No, we're just gonna play it.
No, because it goes with the other. It goes with the other story.
Which other story?
It goes with the Jasmine Crockett story.
Well, then fuck it, roll into it.
Okay. Well, speaking of unhinged women, we have our favorite congresswoman here.
That's the segue we're doing? All right. Hold on. Before you do this, where's it come from? Lead into it.
Okay. Well, speaking of immigrants and New York and crazy unhinged women, unhinged Jasmine Crockett says President Trump is trying to take away child labor laws. They want to roll back child labor protections and make sure the poor children are the ones that are doing these jobs, because now we're going to have, I think I need glasses, going to have these vacancies if we're going to have
or maybe not lay down while you're doing shit.
I'm not laying down. The leader of the Democratic Party, ladies and gentlemen, please take this lady on TV. Please keep this lady on TV.
The leader of the Democrat Party. Devory Darkins, are you goddamn retarded?
No. She is the new it girl. She's the new AOC.
Oh, you know how easy that's going to be? Hold on. Hold on. I may be wrong. Well, no, I may not be wrong. You will probably see Jasmine Crockett and AOC in the Democratic primaries. And I probably bet you 100% they make a back fucking door deal that if either one of them win, the other's going to be the VP. Go ahead.
Maybe.
Wait, restart. I forgot. I got to unmute you. I always do it. Go ahead, restart. Go ahead.
You advise any undocumented individual who comes to you that maybe they should take the money and go back to their home country. What's your take on it all?
I wouldn't trust this administration for anything. First of all, they are terrible about paying their bills, number one. Number two, most of those people that have come over, regardless of what this administration said, they came over because they were fleeing things such as the fact that they don't have the opportunity to work and earn a living, or they're fleeing political violence. And so what is $1,000 if you're going back to a place where you may lose your life? They risk their lives, many of them coming over here in the first place. That's number one. Number two, I want to see some numbers. Where in the heck did you just pull this number out of your back pocket saying that they're costing us approximately $100 million? The
same place you guys pull out of your pocket that it's going to cost $8 billion to send them all back. The same way, same way you guys can say we can afford to fund 3 wars and still be able to have milk and bread
Not
and have more
only
money
that,
in our pockets than ever.
I want y'all to pay attention while we listen to the rest of this. I want you all to pay attention. You've heard these committees. You've heard her actually fucking speak. You've seen her dancing in the fucking halls of Congress because she walked out of the fucking a joint Congress fucking session. You watched it fucking happen. You've listened to her ghetto ass. What the fuck is this? She has spoken articulately. She has shown no ghetto side in this so far.
She could code change.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Code switching?
We code switch all the time. Like when she was at the National Action News, also.
But I
she
will
went into her preacher's kind of thing.
What I will say this is, Cory Bush was Cory Bush every step of the fucking way in front of every goddamn camera. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is a tardigrade apparently becoming a human being.
Well, I think another video we have of her is she goes back to code switching.
Do it.
I'm sorry, not $100 million, $1 million for each undocumented person. The only numbers that we have show that we receive approximately $100 billion in tax revenue from undocumented people, so much so that they decided that they want to go to the IRS and get the IRS to help them as they go and seek these people. You know why? Because they've been working and they've been doing the jobs that now they want to roll back child labor protections and make sure that poor children are the ones that are doing those jobs, because now we're going to have those vacancies if we're going to have jobs left at all.
Ma'am.
As we continue to endure the grind of this failed experiment around this tariff war.
Pause. It's done here, but Dave.
Yeah.
What party said black people were too stupid to get IDs?
Oh, that was the Democrat Party.
What party said black people were too stupid to know what computers are?
Oh, that was the Democrat Party.
What party on a national fucking scale said black people are too goddamn pathetic to do anything on their own, so we must give them every job that anybody qualified should have?
You mean DEI? Democrat Party.
Roll this clip.
Rep. Congress. Jasmine Crockett says Republicans are inherently violent because the KKK aligns with the Republican Party. Dumbest woman in Congress. And then he goes on to quote what she says.
There's RP in the chat. Hold up. Hold on. We got RP in the chat there. We gave you a shout out, dude. I hope something happens for you. I hope we can spur some shit on for you to get you some help. But yeah, he says this is a girl who's late for her shift at Polecats. You might be right. I'm insulting tardigrades? No. She is. She gets to live everywhere. It doesn't matter if you nuke this bitch. She still survives. She is a fucking tardigrade. Take the air away from this bitch and she will still talk your fucking head off. Put her in a vacuum tube and she will still fucking survive. I guarantee it. I don't know how America ain't turned on this bitch just yet. But roll it.
It's the Democrats and it's the liberals, and it's like actually, I mean, I'm not gonna say that like a left-leaning person cannot be violent, because that would be like crazy to say that somebody can't be. But baby, y'all got the
What was that? What?
Bro, it is offensive as fuck that you go not Texas Southern. I feel like that's almost the touch of Mississippi Southern. All because of the color of your skin. Bay? This ain't Bay's kids, bitch. This is America. And you fucking with everybody's lives.
Person cannot be violent because that would be like crazy to say that somebody can't be. But baby, y'all got the white supremacists galore, okay? Like all of them. You got the Proud Boys. You got the neo-Nazis.
Neo-Nazis are socialists. They're not Republican.
Hold on. Now, if you look up fascist, the first thing that shows is Wikipedia, and the only fucking source where you'll see in the definition that it says it's a right-wing ideology. But this is where this bitch goes for information, apparently.
You have people that literally should be classified as domestic terrorists because a lot of times that is what they are doing. They're engaging in domestic terrorism.
Wait.
And guess what? They
Using violence and intimidation for personal gain. Most likely political. Hold the fuck up. Bitch, didn't we just see the whole country goddamn burn? For a whole summer? Or a black man that you lied about?
We got Summer of Love videos 2.0 coming up.
That's coming.
all align with your side. Yep. Including the KKK. So like
KKK was started by Democrats. This is why I said she is in the running for the dumbest person in Congress.
No. With
AOC.
No. You still can't hold a candle next to Hank Johnson yet. You are correct. I will admit it.
This is true.
I mean, this is who aligns with that. So like inherently in like who you are, y'all are violent. Like right. Y'all, and most of your violence has to do with people that's got a little bit of melanin. But nevertheless, like y'all are a violent group of people. Like,
hey, Richard, I got a question.
What's up?
What party gave black people civil rights?
Oh, that was the Republican Party. But hold on. I'll counter. Who started the Republican Party?
A black man.
So you gave yourself right?
Who voted against the civil rights bill?
Oh, that was the Democrat Party heavily. But I will say this. She would have an argument if it weren't for the fact that, number one, the race shit's been played out for fucking ever. Number two, that's the only thing you got. Was to sit there and call everybody racist because they don't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. That's Texas, ladies and gentlemen. Have fun with that.
Like you attract violent actors and like, I'm sorry, I know they tried to make Black Lives Matter out to be the most violent. What about Black Lives Matter? No. So that's the thing. Like they try to pretend like that. And they try to act like, oh, political violence.
Wait. Go back to the... Oh, here we go. I wish we could go back to the last screen. I wish we can go back to the last point. The bitch is talking to a white woman. I can't wait till he comes back so he can put it up. That bitch was talking to a white woman. A liberal white woman. Baby.
Where'd you want me to go back to?
The The very last fucking frame. She's talking to a white fucking woman. Baby. Baby.
Or something that she would call white adjacent, at least.
Now, is it also fucking weird that I'm going to point out that right fucking here, she's grabbing her own tit? I just saw that right over my shoulder because I took a look at OBS and I can point at it. Well, she's grabbing her tit. Anyway.
Like they said, like Rick said, she's late for her shift at the titty twister.
She's trying. Ladies and gentlemen, we gonna do it just a hair early. Look, Muffin already gave it to you. He jumped the shark, so we're just gonna head and follow up with that one. You got 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on the other side.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.